Certain individuals leave an indelible mark on our memories, their presence lingering long after they've left. Their influence isn't achieved through grand gestures or overt actions, but through a deep mastery of self. To become truly unforgettable involves more than just what you say or do. It's about the essence you impart to others. This profound impact is not manufactured, but arises from an authentic inner strength that resonates with those around you. The Stoics, renowned for their understanding of inner fortitude and serenity, grasped this concept deeply. They believed that true influence does not come from manipulating or impressing others, but from transforming oneself. Stoic philosophy asserts that the essence of personal power lies in how we cultivate our inner virtues and manage our responses, leading to a naturally compelling presence that commands respect and attention. To explore how Stoicism fosters such presence, we turn to 10 essential Stoic skills. These are not superficial techniques, but profound changes in one's internal landscape that extend outward. Mastery of these skills involves significant personal growth and philosophical development, shifting the focus from external validation to internal transformation. One critical Stoic skill is self-control. True influence begins with the ability to regulate one's own thoughts and emotions. By maintaining composure and exercising restraint, you project an aura of calm and authority. This self-discipline is less about suppressing emotions and more about directing them in a manner consistent with your values, thereby enhancing your presence. Another vital skill is wisdom. Wisdom encompasses not just knowledge, but the application of that knowledge with sound judgment and ethical integrity. When you approach situations with thoughtful consideration and moral clarity, you demonstrate a depth of character that commands respect and attention. Wisdom guides your actions, making your influence both meaningful and enduring. Resilience is also key. Stoicism teaches that challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but our response to them defines our character. By embracing adversity with a steadfast and positive attitude, you showcase inner strength and stability, inspiring those around you. This resilience helps you maintain a composed demeanor, making your presence a source of strength and reassurance. Empathy, too, plays a crucial role. Stoics value the ability to understand and connect with others' perspectives and feelings. Practicing empathy fosters genuine relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. This deep connection enhances your influence, making your interactions more impactful and meaningful. In conclusion, becoming unforgettable involves mastering the self through Stoic principles. By developing skills such as self-control, wisdom, resilience, empathy, and inner peace, you naturally extend a powerful and lasting influence. This transformation, rooted in authenticity and profound self-awareness, ensures that your presence remains compelling and memorable, resonating with those around you in a way that endures over time. Number 1. Wield the power of paradox. A paradox is not simply a contradiction, it is a profound truth concealed within a cloak of mystery and complexity. At its core, a paradox defies the ordinary, urging us to look beyond surface-level assumptions and delve into deeper truths. The Stoics, adept at navigating life's complexities, cherished paradoxes for their unique ability to provoke thought and challenge conventional wisdom. As Marcus Aurelius insightfully stated, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This seemingly contradictory idea emphasizes that true strength and moral superiority lie not in retaliation, but in surpassing the behavior that wronged you. To wield the power of paradox is to embrace and embody contradictions in a way that transcends ordinary expectations. Imagine living a life where you blend strength with gentleness, where firmness is paired with flexibility. This synthesis of opposing qualities creates a presence that is both captivating and perplexing, compelling others to reassess their understanding of you and the world around them. Such a persona defies easy categorization, challenging others to see beyond the superficial and engage with the deeper complexities of your character. When you harness the power of paradox, you craft an identity that is rich with depth and intrigue. Your ability to harmonize contrasting traits, such as being resolute yet empathetic, disciplined yet open-minded, creates a dynamic and multifaceted character. This combination invites others to reflect on their own beliefs and behaviors as they grapple with the unexpected and thought-provoking nature of your persona. The strength of your character becomes apparent through the way you manage these dualities, leaving a lasting impression on those who encounter you. Consider the impact of a leader who demonstrates both authority and kindness, or a mentor who combines rigorous discipline with profound empathy. Such individuals challenge the binary perceptions often held by others, demonstrating that strength does not preclude softness, nor does firmness exclude flexibility. This nuanced approach encourages those around you to question and expand their own understanding of these traits, leading to greater personal growth and philosophical insight. Paradoxes serve as a mirror reflecting the complexities of human nature and existence. By embodying these contradictions, you not only reveal the multifaceted nature of yourself, but also invite others to explore and confront the paradoxes within their own lives. This process of reflection and challenge fosters a deeper engagement with personal values and philosophies, promoting a richer understanding of oneself and others. Embracing paradox is not about creating confusion, but about uncovering and embracing the deeper truths that lie beneath apparent contradictions. By living out these complexities with authenticity and grace, you demonstrate a profound level of self-awareness and insight. This approach not only transforms your own life, but also acts as a catalyst for transformation in others, as they are inspired to explore and integrate the paradoxes within their own lives. Number 2. Cultivate eccentricity with intention. To truly distinguish yourself in a world often dominated by conformity, you must first be prepared to embrace the path of being different, not as an act of rebellion, but as a commitment to living authentically. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus encapsulated this idea with profound simplicity. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This statement is not a mere call to be unconventional, but an invitation to accept that true self-improvement often requires stepping outside the boundaries of social norms. Eccentricity, when understood and practiced with deliberate intention, becomes a powerful expression of individuality. It's crucial to recognize that eccentricity is often misunderstood as mere oddity or superficial quirkiness. However, when embraced with purpose, eccentricity transforms into a mark of genuine individuality. It's not about being eccentric for the sake of standing out or attracting attention, but about aligning your unique traits with your most authentic self. The eccentricities that resonate deeply with who you are have the power to define your identity in a way that is both compelling and memorable. The key to cultivating eccentricity lies in intentionality. This means selecting and embracing your quirks not to conform to or rebel against societal expectations, but because they are true reflections of your inner self. These traits should resonate with your core values and passions, making them an integral part of your identity. By choosing eccentricities that are genuinely representative of who you are, you foster a sense of authenticity that enhances your personal growth and self-understanding. Living authentically requires a willingness to be misunderstood or even dismissed by those who do not share or appreciate your perspective. It's essential to acknowledge that your unique qualities may not always be easily understood by others. This lack of comprehension does not diminish the value of your eccentricity. Rather, it highlights the divergence between your authentic self and the conventional expectations of the world around you. Embracing this reality allows you to remain true to yourself without being swayed by external judgments. Moreover, eccentricity that is grounded in intentionality challenges the prevailing norms and expectations. By living in accordance with your authentic self, you challenge the conventional standards and offer a different perspective on what it means to live a fulfilling life. This defiance of societal norms is not an act of defiance for its own sake, but a demonstration of the belief that true fulfillment and self-expression come from within, rather than from external validation or approval. Understand that the impact of your eccentricity may not always be immediate or obvious. People may not always appreciate or understand the nuances of your unique traits. However, the essence of being remembered is not merely about being noticed, but about making a lasting impression through your authenticity. When you live in a way that is true to yourself, your eccentricities become a powerful testament to your individuality, leaving a lasting mark on those who encounter you. Number 3. Master the art of slow speech. In a world where everything moves at breakneck speed, mastering the art of slow speech stands as a bold and powerful rebellion against the culture of haste. This intentional slowness in communication defies the rapid-fire exchanges that dominate contemporary discourse. Seneca, the esteemed Stoic philosopher, wisely advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." Imagine, however, if you could not only seek improvement for yourself, but also foster enhancement in others through the deliberate pacing of your speech. By speaking slowly, you craft a space where every word is imbued with significance and depth, challenging the norms of our hurried era. When you choose to speak slowly, you transform the nature of your interactions. In a society inundated with quick, fragmented conversations, adopting a measured and deliberate pace demands attention and respect. This approach compels your audience to engage more deeply with what you are saying. The act of speaking slowly draws listeners in, inviting them to focus on the nuances of your words and reflect on their meaning. In doing so, you create an environment where ideas are given the space to be contemplated, making each conversation more impactful and enduring. Slow speech is not merely a stylistic choice, but a profound expression of the value you place on effective communication. By taking the time to articulate your thoughts with care, you underscore the importance of each word and phrase. This deliberate manner of speaking reveals a respect for both the message you are conveying and the individuals you are addressing. It signals that what you have to say is worth hearing and reflects a deeper level of consideration and mindfulness. The effects of slow speech extend beyond the immediate moment of conversation. When you speak at a measured pace, you facilitate a deeper understanding and connection with your audience. Listeners are given the opportunity to absorb and reflect on each point you make, enhancing the overall quality of the dialogue. This approach not only enriches the conversation but also ensures that your message resonates more profoundly and is remembered longer. Consider how the deliberate nature of slow speech can transform the dynamics of communication. Each word, spoken with intent and purpose, becomes a powerful tool for fostering clarity and insight. By pacing your speech, you allow your audience to engage with your ideas more fully, creating a dialogue that is both meaningful and memorable. This practice also cultivates a sense of patience and control, as it requires you to be present and attentive to how your message is being received. Moreover, adopting a slower pace in your speech can influence the atmosphere of your interactions. It encourages a culture of thoughtful reflection and careful listening, standing in stark contrast to the often superficial exchanges that characterize fast-paced communication. Through slow speech, you foster a more deliberate and contemplative approach to dialogue, which can lead to more substantive and rewarding interactions. Number 4. Be the eternal student. In a world where many claim to have all the answers, the rarest and most valuable trait is a genuine willingness to learn. True wisdom lies not in proclaiming one's knowledge, but in recognizing the vastness of what remains unknown. The Stoics exemplified this mindset, approaching life as lifelong students who never ceased to seek understanding and enlightenment. For them, learning was not just a phase or a pursuit to be completed. It was a continuous journey that spanned their entire existence. Socrates, one of the greatest philosophers of ancient Greece, encapsulated this Stoic ideal with his famous declaration, "I know that I know nothing." This statement wasn't a denial of his intellect, but an acknowledgement of the infinite scope of knowledge and the limitations of human understanding. By embracing the reality that there is always more to learn, Socrates and other Stoics opened themselves up to a lifetime of growth. Their humility became a foundation upon which they built their wisdom, for only those who admit their ignorance can truly seek the truth. This humility in learning also serves a powerful social function. When you adopt the mindset of an eternal student, you invite others to join you on the path of discovery. Your curiosity becomes infectious. Your questions inspire others to reflect and explore. In conversations, rather than positioning yourself as an expert, you become a collaborator, a fellow traveler eager to uncover new insights. This approach not only deepens your own understanding, but also fosters a sense of community and mutual growth. Moreover, being an eternal student involves more than just accumulating facts or mastering skills. It is about cultivating a mindset that thrives on curiosity and a genuine interest in others. By asking questions and truly listening, you demonstrate that you value what others have to say. This, in turn, builds trust and opens up avenues for deeper and more meaningful interactions. People are drawn to those who show interest in their thoughts and experiences, and they will often share more openly when they feel heard and respected. In this role, you act as a mirror for others. When they see your genuine curiosity and humility, they are inspired to look within themselves and explore their own potential. Your willingness to learn and grow becomes a catalyst for their own self-discovery. This reflective quality makes people see you not just as a companion on their journey, but as a guide who helps them see the world and themselves in a new light. Furthermore, the commitment to lifelong learning is a powerful antidote to the arrogance and stagnation that can accompany expertise. It keeps the mind agile, adaptable, and open to new ideas. In a rapidly changing world, those who remain students are better equipped to navigate uncertainties and embrace change. They are resilient, not because they have all the answers, but because they are always ready to ask new questions. Number 5. Harness the power of metaphor. Metaphors possess a unique power that can transform perceptions, clarify complex concepts, and inspire action. They act as bridges between the abstract and the tangible, allowing us to communicate profound truths in a manner that is accessible and relatable. The Stoics, masters of concise and impactful language, understood this well. They employed metaphors to encapsulate their philosophy, making their teachings resonate through the ages. A well-chosen metaphor is more than just a figure of speech. It's a tool that can shift perspectives and influence the way people see the world. Take Epictetus, for example, who likened life to a festival. This simple yet powerful comparison invites us to view our existence not as a series of mundane events, but as a celebration of moments. Festivals are filled with joy, laughter, and experiences that we cherish. By framing life in this light, Epictetus encourages us to appreciate each moment, savoring the joys and lessons it brings. This metaphor reminds us to engage with life actively, to find beauty and meaning in even the most ordinary occurrences, and to approach each day with a sense of wonder and gratitude. Metaphors not only make communication more vivid, but also serve as a tool for deep reflection. When we describe the mind as a garden, we immediately visualize a space that requires care, attention, and nurturing. Just as a garden must be tended to keep it free from weeds and pests, so too must our minds be cultivated, removing negative thoughts and planting seeds of positivity. This metaphor provides a clear and compelling framework for understanding the importance of mental discipline and the impact of our thoughts on our well-being. Similarly, describing emotions as storms conveys the intensity and sometimes overwhelming nature of our feelings. Storms can be fierce and destructive, but they also pass, and in their wake, they can leave a sense of calm and renewal. By using this metaphor, we acknowledge that emotions are a natural part of life, powerful yet transient. This perspective allows us to weather emotional turmoil with patience and resilience, understanding that, like storms, our emotions will eventually subside. Virtues, in contrast, can be seen as armor that protects us from the challenges of life. This metaphor suggests that virtues such as courage, wisdom, and temperance are not just passive qualities, but active defenses that empower us to face adversity. Just as a warrior's armor shields them in battle, our virtues safeguard our inner peace and integrity, enabling us to navigate life's trials with strength and confidence. By using metaphors to describe these abstract concepts, we provide people with images that linger in their minds. These images give shape to the formless, making complex ideas more understandable and relatable. Metaphors have the power to turn fleeting thoughts into lasting impressions, making our messages memorable and impactful. They paint vivid pictures in the minds of others, ensuring that our ideas resonate long after the words have been spoken. Number 6. Develop the aura of mystery. To captivate the attention and imagination of those around you, one of the most potent tools at your disposal is the art of mystery. Mystery operates as a powerful magnet for the mind, drawing people in and keeping them engaged. The human mind is naturally wired to seek understanding and to solve puzzles. When everything is known, when all is laid bare, the intrigue diminishes. Conversely, the unknown, the things left unsaid, have a compelling power, prompting a deep-seated curiosity that urges people to uncover what lies beneath the surface. Mystery creates an allure that is hard to resist. It is a silent invitation for others to look closer, to dig deeper, to question and ponder. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, encapsulated this notion when he wrote, "What we do now echoes in eternity." This profound statement emphasizes that our actions reverberate beyond the present moment, creating ripples that extend into the future. However, it also subtly hints at the timeless allure of the unknown, the things that remain concealed, the thoughts that are not shared. In an age where transparency is often equated with virtue, it is easy to forget that there is immense value in keeping certain aspects of oneself private. Let your actions be known. Let them speak loudly and clearly about your values and principles. Be a person of integrity, someone whose actions are consistent and predictable in their alignment with what is right and just. Yet simultaneously, cultivate an air of mystery around your thoughts and intentions. It is this balance, this delicate dance between openness and enigma, that keeps others intrigued and engaged. When people know that your actions are transparent, yet your mind remains a mystery, they are drawn to you. They become curious about what goes on behind the scenes, what thoughts drive your actions, what ambitions fuel your quiet moments. This isn't about deception or hiding your true self. Rather, it's about being strategic with your revelations. Mystery does not mean evasiveness or secrecy for its own sake. Instead, it is about selective disclosure. Share enough to be authentic, to show your humanity and relatability, but hold back enough to leave others guessing. There is power in what is left unsaid. When you don't immediately reveal everything, you create a space for others to engage with you more deeply, to seek out your company, and to value your words more carefully when they are spoken. An aura of mystery elevates your presence. People are naturally drawn to what they do not fully understand. They respect what they cannot predict. This sense of the unknown surrounds you with an aura of depth and intelligence. When your intentions are not always on display, when your next move is not easily anticipated, you gain a psychological edge. People are more careful in their interactions with you, more respectful of your time and opinions, knowing that there is more to you than meets the eye. This guardedness is not about erecting barriers, but rather about maintaining a dignified space around you, one that others must approach with care and respect. Number 7. Command the power of contradiction. To be human is to be a tapestry of contradictions. We are not bound by a single trait or emotion. Rather, we are a blend of countless qualities that coexist and often conflict. Embracing this complexity is not only natural but also empowering. It acknowledges that life is not a binary choice between extremes. The Stoics understood this intricacy of human nature, advocating for the acceptance of both joy and sorrow as part of the human experience. To fully engage with life, one must recognize and embrace these contradictions, allowing them to shape and enrich our existence. Seneca, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, captured this sentiment beautifully when he said, "There is no easy way from the earth to the stars." This quote symbolizes the understanding that the journey of life is filled with both triumphs and tribulations. It is through the coexistence of these opposing forces that we grow and evolve. Embracing our contradictions allows us to navigate this journey with grace, acknowledging that strength and vulnerability are not mutually exclusive, but rather two sides of the same coin. By showing that you can be both strong and vulnerable, you present a more authentic version of yourself to the world. Strength does not mean the absence of vulnerability. In fact, it is often through acknowledging and expressing vulnerability that true strength is revealed. This duality makes you relatable, as people see in you the reflection of their own struggles and triumphs. It creates a deeper connection, as others recognize that you too are navigating the complex landscape of human emotions. Similarly, being kind and assertive are not opposing qualities, but complementary ones. Kindness without assertiveness can lead to being taken advantage of, while assertiveness without kindness can come across as harsh and unyielding. By embodying both, you demonstrate that it is possible to stand your ground and assert your boundaries while still being compassionate and understanding. This balanced approach fosters respect and admiration as people appreciate the strength that comes with a kind heart. The ability to experience joy and somberness in equal measure is another powerful contradiction. Life is a series of highs and lows, and to deny one in favor of the other is to deny a part of yourself. Joy gives us the energy and motivation to move forward, while somberness provides the introspection and depth that lead to personal growth. By embracing both, you live a more balanced and fulfilling life, understanding that each has its place and value. These contradictions make you real and relatable as they mirror the complexities that everyone experiences. People are drawn to those who are not afraid to show their full range of emotions, who are willing to be authentic and true to themselves. It is this authenticity that makes you unforgettable, a unique individual who stands out in a world that often demands conformity. By embracing your contradictions, you become a puzzle that others are intrigued by, a person they will spend their lives trying to understand. Number 8. Turn pain into art. We all experience suffering in our lives, but not everyone has the ability or the courage to transform that suffering into something beautiful. The concept of turning pain into art is not just about creating something visually or aesthetically pleasing. It is about taking the raw, unfiltered emotions that stem from our deepest struggles and crafting them into something that holds meaning, both for ourselves and for others. This process is not easy, but it is powerful. The Stoics, known for their resilience and wisdom, viewed adversity as an essential tool for personal growth. They believed that the challenges we face in life are not obstacles, but opportunities in disguise. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most prominent Stoic philosophers, famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This profound statement encapsulates the Stoic belief that the very things that seem to block our path can become the catalysts for our progress. When we encounter pain, it is tempting to view it as a roadblock, something that hinders us from achieving our goals. However, the Stoics challenge us to see pain differently, not as something to avoid, but as something to embrace and utilize. By facing our pain head-on and transforming it, we can find new paths forward that we may never have discovered otherwise. Consider the power of storytelling. When you turn your pain into stories, you give voice to your struggles in a way that resonates with others. Your story has the potential to inspire, to heal, and to connect with people who may be going through similar experiences. Through storytelling, your pain becomes a narrative that others can relate to, and in doing so, you transform something deeply personal into something universally understood. This act of sharing your story can be a source of profound healing, not just for you, but for anyone who hears it. Similarly, when you transform your struggles into lessons, you extract wisdom from your experiences. Every hardship you endure carries with it a lesson, a piece of knowledge that can guide you in the future. By reflecting on your struggles and distilling them into lessons, you arm yourself with the tools needed to navigate future challenges with greater strength and clarity. These lessons also become valuable to others. By sharing what you have learned, you provide guidance to those who may be facing similar difficulties, helping them to avoid the same pitfalls and empowering them to overcome their own obstacles. Failures, too, hold immense potential for transformation. It is easy to see failure as the end of the road, but in reality, failure is often the beginning of a new journey. When you turn your failures into wisdom, you shift your perspective from one of defeat to one of growth. Failure teaches us about our weaknesses, our limitations, and our vulnerabilities. But more importantly, it teaches us about resilience, determination, and the importance of perseverance. By learning from your failures and integrating that wisdom into your life, you become stronger, more capable, and more equipped to succeed in the future. Number 9. Radiate a deep calm. In a world bustling with constant activity, where the noise of everyday life overwhelms our senses, true calm stands as a rare and precious commodity. But this calm is not the absence of emotion or the suppression of feeling. Instead, it is the refined mastery of one's inner world, where emotions are acknowledged, understood, and controlled. It's about being the eye in the storm, where tranquility prevails despite the chaos that surrounds you. This inner calm is not something that can be forced or faked. It requires dedication, introspection, and a conscious effort to cultivate. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once remarked, "No man is free who is not master of himself." These words encapsulate the essence of calmness. True freedom arises not from external circumstances, but from within. When you master your emotions, you free yourself from the chains of reactionary impulses, from being tossed about by the waves of anger, fear, or anxiety. This mastery transforms you into a beacon of stability, a lighthouse in the darkness, guiding others not through force, but by example. To radiate a deep calm is to possess a stillness that speaks louder than words. It's a presence that cannot be ignored, a silent power that draws others in. This calmness does not come from pretending that everything is fine or ignoring the challenges of life. Rather, it comes from facing those challenges head-on, acknowledging the reality of difficult situations, and choosing not to be overwhelmed by them. It is the calm that comes from knowing that you are in control of yourself, even if you cannot control what happens around you. Imagine walking into a room filled with tension. Voices are raised, faces are flushed, and the air is thick with unspoken stress. Then you enter, not with the intent to dominate or to impose, but simply with your presence. Your calm is infectious. It spreads like a soothing balm, easing the atmosphere, lowering the volume of conflict. People begin to breathe easier. Conversations shift from confrontational to constructive. This is the power of a calm demeanor. It has the ability to transform the energy of a space, to bring clarity where there was confusion, peace where there was turmoil. In your calm presence, others find a mirror to their own potential for serenity. They see in you what they yearn to find in themselves, the ability to face life's storms with grace and composure. And so, they are drawn to you, not because of what you say or do, but because of what you embody. They return to you in their thoughts, seeking the calm that eludes them in their daily lives. You become, in a sense, a sanctuary, a living reminder that it is possible to be at peace, no matter the external circumstances. Cultivating this deep calm requires practice. It involves daily moments of reflection, meditation, and mindfulness. It requires you to be aware of your thoughts and feelings, to question them, and to understand their origins. This self-awareness is the foundation of calmness. When you know yourself, when you understand your triggers and your responses, you can choose how to react. You become the master of your own mind, not its servant. Number 10. Embody the unseen hero. True heroism is often found in the quiet corners of life, in deeds that go unnoticed by the world. The most impactful actions are those undertaken not for applause or recognition, but out of a deep-seated commitment to doing what is right. This is the essence of embodying the unseen hero. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This powerful message reminds us that true greatness lies not in the debate over virtues, but in the silent, steadfast practice of them. In today's world, where visibility is often mistaken for value, the idea of being an unseen hero might seem counterintuitive. Social media platforms are filled with people seeking validation through likes, shares, and followers. In such an environment, the notion of quietly doing good for its own sake can feel almost revolutionary. Yet it is precisely this quiet commitment to integrity that defines the unseen hero. The one who acts out of principle, not for the sake of being seen or praised, is the one who truly makes a difference. To embody the unseen hero, one must first understand the importance of principles. Principles are the bedrock of integrity. They guide actions not because they bring rewards, but because they are right in themselves. The unseen hero lives by these principles, whether anyone is watching or not. It is about making decisions that are aligned with one's values, even when those decisions are difficult or go against the grain of popular opinion. This kind of heroism is not glamorous, but it is profoundly impactful. Consider the impact of a life lived in quiet integrity. Such a life may not attract headlines or public accolades, but it leaves a lasting impression on those who encounter it. The unseen hero shapes the lives of others through their consistent example. They inspire trust and respect, not because they seek it, but because they earn it through their actions. Their legacy is built not on moments of glory, but on a lifetime of reliable, principled behavior. In a society obsessed with visibility, being an unseen hero requires a certain level of courage. It means being willing to forgo the immediate gratification of recognition in favor of something deeper and more enduring. It means finding satisfaction not in what others think of you, but in knowing that you are living true to your values. The unseen hero finds strength in this internal alignment, in the knowledge that they are acting with integrity, regardless of external validation. The beauty of embodying the unseen hero is that it creates a ripple effect. When one person chooses to act with integrity, others notice. They may not always express it, but they feel the difference. They see the quiet strength, the unwavering commitment to doing what is right, and they are inspired to follow suit. In this way, the unseen hero influences others not through loud proclamations, but through the silent, powerful example of a life well lived. To be unforgettable is not about filling our days with countless achievements or trying to impress others with grand gestures. It is about the depth of our character and the authenticity of our spirit. Being unforgettable means being genuine, true to ourselves, even when no one is watching. It's about having the courage to live our lives according to our values, regardless of the noise around us. When we align our actions with our deepest beliefs, we create a resonance that others feel and remember. It's not the quantity of our actions, but the quality of our presence that leaves a lasting mark. In the philosophy of Stoicism, we learn that to be truly impactful, we must first look inward. Understanding who we are at our core, embracing our strengths, and acknowledging our flaws allow us to engage with the world in a meaningful way. This introspection leads us to become more than just participants in life. We become conscious actors, aware of the ripple effects of our actions. It's this self-awareness that sets us apart, making us memorable not for what we have done, but for who we have chosen to be. Living in harmony with the world means recognizing that we are part of something greater than ourselves. It is about seeing the interconnectedness of all things and understanding that our actions, no matter how small, have consequences. By being mindful of this interconnectedness, we develop a sense of compassion and empathy that others find compelling. We become beacons of light in a world often clouded by self-interest, shining with an inner peace that is both rare and magnetic. The virtues that make us human, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, are the pillars upon which an unforgettable life is built. These virtues guide our decisions, shaping us into individuals who inspire and uplift those around us. When we live by these principles, we cultivate a reputation of integrity and honor. People may forget the specifics of what we said or did, but they will never forget how we made them feel, valued, respected, and understood. To be remembered not for our presence but for our impact is a noble pursuit. It's about creating a legacy that transcends the physical world, touching the hearts and minds of others in ways that linger long after we are gone. This impact is not measured by fame or accolades, but by the quiet, profound influence we have on the lives we touch. It is about planting seeds of thought, kindness, and inspiration that grow and flourish in the minds of others. We are not defined by the fleeting moments of triumph or the transient successes we achieve. Instead, we are defined by the enduring memories we inspire in others. These memories are the echoes of our essence, the reflection of the person we have become. When we live with purpose and intention, we create a narrative that is not just heard, but felt, deeply and viscerally. In the end, our words and actions may fade with time, but the essence of who we are will continue to resonate. It is this essence, our true, unfiltered self, that leaves an indelible mark on the world. By being true to ourselves and living a life of virtue, we ensure that we are not just remembered, but remembered with admiration, respect, and a sense of wonder.
Yeah!